This is Shevii, the seventh reading of our weekly Torah portion, and Maftir, the final reading. Shevii is the seventh reading, and it's found in chapter 18, Numbers chapter 18, verses 21 through 32. That's the seventh reading for Parshas Korach, this weekly portion, and Maftir is always the. Actually, this week is a different Maftir because it's Rosh Chodesh. It's the new moon, the new month, and so we'll probably I'll continue. We'll do it in the same video. Okay. Numbers chapter 18, verses 21 through 32. And to the descendants of Levi I have given all tithes of Israel as an inheritance, in exchange for their service, which they perform the service of the tent of meeting. The children of Israel shall therefore no longer approach the tent of meeting, lest they bear sin and die. The Levites shall perform the service of the tent of meeting, and they will bear their iniquity. It is an eternal statute for your generations, but among the children of Israel they shall have no inheritance. For the tithes of the children of Israel, which they are set aside for the Lord as a gift, I have given to the Levites as an inheritance. Thus I have said to them that they shall have no inheritance among the children of Israel. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the Levites and tell them, when you take the tithe from the children of Israel, which I have given you, from them as your inheritance, you shall set aside a gift for the Lord, a tithe of the tithe. Your gift shall be considered for you as a grain from the threshing floor, and as the produce of the vat. So you too shall set aside a gift for the Lord from all the tithes you take from the children of Israel, and you shall give thereof the Lord's gift to Aaron the priest. From all your gifts you shall set aside every gift of the Lord, from its choicest portion to part of it which is to be consecrated. Say to them, when you separate its choicest part, it shall be considered for the Levites as produce from the threshing floor, and as produce from the vat. You and your household may eat it anywhere, for it is your wage for you in exchange for your service in the tent of meeting. After you separate the choicest part from it, you shall not bear any sin on account of it, but you shall not profane the sacred offerings of the children of Israel, so that you shall not die. And that is the seventh reading. And the Maftir will be a special Maftir. It's in Numbers chapter 28. And we read it every Rosh Chodesh, every new month. And so I wasn't seeing it there, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull it up right now. Numbers chapter 28 is in the Parsha of Pinchas, which we will be reading in a few weeks. Numbers chapter 28. Here it is. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel, and say to them, My offering, my food, for my fire offerings. A spirit of satisfaction for me you shall take care to offer to me at its appointed time. And you shall say to them, this is the fire offering which you shall offer to the Lord, 2 unblemished lambs in their first year, each day as a continual burnt offering. Now I'm going to stop right there for a moment and see where we have to end with that. Numbers 9 through 15. Okay, so I have to go back on that. It's actually, that reading is the reading that would normally be. But the Maftir for Shabbos is actually Numbers, that's what I'm finding out right now, Numbers chapter 28, verses 9 through 15. So here it is. And on the Sabbath day, Numbers chapter 28, verse 9 through 15. And on the Sabbath day, 2 unblemished lambs in the first year, and 2/10 of an ephah of fine flour, as a meal offering mixed with oil and its libation. This is the burnt offering of each Sabbath on its Sabbath, in addition to the continual burnt offering and its libation. And on the beginning of your months, you shall offer up a burnt offering to the Lord, 2 young bulls, 1 ram, and 7 lambs in the first year, all unblemished. 3/10 of an ephah of fine flour as a meal offering mixed with oil for each bull, and 2/10 of an ephah of fine flour as a meal offering mixed with oil for each ram, and 1/10 of an ephah of fine flour mixed with oil as a meal offering for each lamb. A burnt offering with a spirit of satisfaction, a fire offering to the Lord. And their libations, 1/2 of a hin for each bull, 1/3 of a hin for each ram, and 1/4 of a hin for each lamb. Wine, this is the burnt offering of each new month in its month, throughout the months of the year. And 1 young male goat for a sin offering to the Lord, it shall be offered up, in addition to the continual burnt offering and its libation.